What's going on, Shiny Crew? I'm the TheSilverSlasher, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon news video. I'm gonna be doing this one in a much more, like, easy, free-form style, so it's just, there's less going on, it's more straightforward, it doesn't have all this fancy editing that I don't think anyone really cares about because they just want to know the information, and honestly, when I put as much editing into news videos as I have in the past, it just makes them feel like a chore. It's not a very fun thing to edit and work on, so we're gonna be trying this new style. Hopefully you enjoy it just as much, but either way, we've got, I think, three trailers to go over today, because one of them I was on vacation for, so I didn't get to cover it, and two of them are very new, so I haven't actually put out a video on them yet. But let's just do them all right now. Let's watch all three in one video, and we'll kick that off with Surf's Up in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I believe this was September 22nd, 2017. So I was in a hotel in California, so I didn't get a chance to actually make a video on it yet, but I have seen it. Either way, let's go through it. So first up, I don't think this is really a surprise to anyone, but we've got the Island Challenge has returned. Bum bum bum. Yeah, it's seriously like, I don't think anyone expected the Island Challenge to be gone. I know a lot of people wanted gyms back, but even those people I don't think expected this to be gone. What is pretty interesting though is that there are some Sudowoodo here, which means we've got a new trial going on, and new trials in same locations. That's fine with me. That sounds great, dude. So I can't wait to see what these Sudowoodo boys have in store for us. Also, you missed that Pokeball, dude. You could just turn around and grab it. You can just turn around and grab it. It's sitting right there. We also see the Sophocles trial, and oh my god, this is just like a robot Vikavolt. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to say other than it's a robot Vikavolt. It's being held up by a string. I don't know if you're luring the normal Vikavolt in, the Totem Vikavolt, or if this is what you're gonna fight. That would be pretty awesome. I have no idea, but it looks pretty sweet. A lot more interesting than just being in the dark the whole time, I suppose. One of these new trials, it appears, is going to actually be Mina's trial, which is fine with me. I mean, she didn't do crap in the original game, but, you know, most things in the original game didn't do crap, so I guess it's hard to say much. Then we've got our friends during the Island Challenge, and honestly, you may not be thinking about this one too much, because we did see these two friends throughout all of Sun and Moon, so maybe there's not too much to say about them, but there are some really interesting things to point out here. The first thing I want to point out is attitude. In the first game, Lily always looked and acted sort of concerned. That's because she's harboring this stolen Pokemon, Cosmog, with her. Like, she always looked like something is up. Meanwhile, Hau looked like he didn't have a care in the world. He looked like he could have seen people murdered in front of him and he would have just been like, I'm having a good day. But in this art, not only are they showing us a lot of Z-powered Lily. So, I mean, first of all, I think Lily is going to become Z-powered way earlier in the game. I don't think they're going to make us wait as long as we did before. Or if they do, I think there's going to be a lot more game after that point. So I think she's going to be in this form much more often than she was in original Sun and Moon. And, as for why Hau looks so unbelievably serious here, I guess there's not really much I can say. Either way, we see Z-powered Lily on a boat, and I suppose this could be a new cutscene between the Aether Paradise and Pony Island. It's really, there's no way to say. But it is interesting that we're getting more scenes with Z-powered Lily, and apparently more scenes on this boat. Then we see that more than 400 Pokemon will appear, and god, if this is not the most disappointing announcement in the history of announcements. I don't know why they refused to give Generation 7 a national dex. I couldn't tell you, but it does appear that perhaps we will still be missing over 400 Pokemon from the generation, which is absurd if you ask me, but I guess that's why I don't make the games. It also is pretty interesting to note, though, that we do have Larvesta here, and Volcarona is usually a pretty rare Pokemon, so if we're just finding Larvesta in caves, that could be a serious game changer. Yeah, Houndoom's exclusive to Sun, and Manectric's exclusive to Moon, we get it. The all-new Alola Photo Club is here too, guys. You know, gyms? You know, gyms, the Alola Photo Club, gyms. The Alola Photo Club, gyms? The Alola Photo Club. Real talk though, this looks absolutely adorable, and I probably actually will end up using it a little bit. I don't know how often I'll use it, and I definitely would rather have gyms, but you know what? It's better than nothing, I suppose. Look at this little dude. Oh my god, he's so cute. Really quick, before this goes away, this is the most important part about the trailer. This is the most important thing about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We can get the hat! But nobody cares about the Alola Photo Club because holy crap, take a look at this one. We've got a new ride Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Mantine. And it's not just any ride Pokemon. This ride Pokemon appears to, first of all, how is I going to jump in the water alone? Appears to allow us to surf along the waves like this. Surf between the islands of Alola. So you will be able to, theoretically, go in between islands using this. And that's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to use that instead of surf forever. Like, I'll use, like, Sharpedo, like, once to go get items that I need, and then I'm gonna go Mantine every time, if you can actually travel in between islands with it. Because, oh my. Also, look how gorgeous this looks. God, Moon looks so good. Is this like a submarine? I didn't even notice this the first time. I didn't really get a very good view of it, and it's gone now, so there you go. So this trailer is way better. This is travel beyond Alola in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Adventure through an Ultra Wormhole. Yes, we were riding on Solgaleo's back. They came out the gate with this. What is this? What am I looking at, dude? This is actually insane. This is like... Can the 3DS handle this? The 3DS couldn't handle double battles in the original. Can it handle this, dude? Like, I have faith. Look at you riding the legendaries in between dimensions here, and he picks a wormhole and goes right inside of it. This is the trailer where I was like, these games are going to be fantastic. Like, these are going to blow other games away. Something tells me these wormholes might lead you to more dimensions than just the Ultra Beasts, but we will see. And I guess I kind of just spoiled what we're about to see, but we've got Battle Ultra Beasts on their home turf, and there's a lot to show here, so we're gonna go through this step by step. First of all, we're sitting on Lucamine's little rock in the Nihilego Ultra Beast world. So, what I thought at first was perhaps we would actually fuse with it to fight Necrozma, but then that lasted approximately, I don't know, like 3 seconds before they moved on to the next Ultra Beast, and I realized what was going on. So yeah, this is basically just how we're going to encounter the Ultra Beasts anymore. This is doing it right. This is not, oh, go to Route 4 and walk on the grass and you'll find this giant hulking monster. This is actually how the Ultra Beasts should have been handled the first time, and it's really cool to see that they're actually doing it. So we've got Nihilego's world we've already seen. Xurkitree's world is probably the most horrifying out of all of them. Maybe not, but there are Xurkitree everywhere. They're all over the place, and they are trying to strike you with lightning, while this one skips along in the background like he doesn't have a care in the world. It's pretty scary, but overall, I think this is actually so cool. Then we've got this Jack and the Beanstalk looking world with a volcano. This is Buzzwoles, as you'll see here in a second, yeah. Look at the volcano erupting behind him. Perfect timing, he made that happen. Yeah, Buzzwole, he's such a boss. And, I don't think I have a word for this part. I don't think I have any words for this part, dude. Ultra Megalopolis. Another dimension that contains humans, theoretically, for us to visit. These are... Alright, so, I mean, we're gonna see it here in a second, but this is Ultra Megalopolis. This big Black City looking place, and I look Black City from Gen 5. I hope you interpreted that correctly. So, this is a world, as it so accurately put it, a world where Necrozma has stolen the light. So look how dark it is. This is the only light thing, is this thing in the center. And that explains the design of these characters a little bit when we get to them in a moment. But like, look at this. I hope if we save it, I hope we can go in all these places and explore this whole Ultra Megalopolis. That'd be so sweet. But look at this. They're clearly not going to let you explore too much at first, at least, because we're getting blocked off on both sides here. This is because they're like, you gotta go stop Necrozma. Like, we don't have any other plan for you right now, so just get in there. I mean, he's definitely at the top. I don't think there's any denying that. And who do we have here but the Ultra Recon Squad? A new team, if you will, that supposedly, I suppose, are hunting down Ultra Beasts? I'm assuming that's what they're doing, and they're pretty sweet. I like the Sun characters more than the Moon. I think Dulce is a pretty cool guy. I don't know, his hair is a little weird there. And Zossy's pretty cute, so I'm pretty excited. I think Sun is probably going to be the superior version of these games yet again. I mean, I know Moon has good characteristics, but I preferred Sun the first time, and it's looking like I'm preferring Ultra Sun the second time. But either way, they're pretty interesting. And also, as I was going to say, Necrozma's stolen all the light. They're not getting any tan. I think that's why they're all, like, blue. And, like, white. Like, there's no color in their skin whatsoever, and it's very, very strange. But it makes sense, because there's no light, you know? Then we've got the Ultra Moon half of the Ultra Recon squad. Fico's a pretty interesting guy. His mustache is quite unique. I suppose that's the word I'll use for it. But I overall don't mind his design, even though I think it's a little goofy and I wish it was a little different. Soliera, on the other hand. And time for the best part, ladies and gentlemen, of Generation 7. This is the best part of Generation 7. I want you to know that nothing else in Generation 7 matters anymore. Because we have a new Ultra Beast and slow motion reveal. That is UB Adhesive, my guy. A pure poison, adorable little mischievous looking boy with the Beast Boost, of course, used by the Ultra Recon squad. So, I adore this thing. This is definitely my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon design-wise. Definitely my favorite Ultra Beast design-wise. While I do love you, Decidueye, I may have to give Adhesive the title of #1 Gen 7 Pokemon. We'll see. Then we've got the typings for Ultra Beast Burst and Assembly. These are two that we saw during that Nintendo Direct a little while back. And we do finally have their typings, and I don't know if we had their official names at first, but we do now. Either way, this is UB Burst. It's pretty gross looking. I don't think I really want to use one, but it's Fire Ghost. It's the bootleg Chandelure. It's not even cool. Either way, I think it's a pretty neat one. I like that he dances around a little bit. He's got a new move. It's called Mind Blown. He blows his head up. Then we got UB Assembly, a Rock Steel type, of course, with Beast Boost, and a really weird new move where it, as you'll see here, it kind of does the Iron Defense animation, and then proceeds to punch Serena anyway, unless those are two different attacks, and it's like Iron Defense and then another move. And last but not least, we've got a brand new trailer from today, actually, which is new Z moves revealed in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And both in the Necrozma forms get a brand new move called Photon Geyser, which this is the move that will be Z moved into the super powerful, unbelievable ones that we're about to see, obviously. And I don't have much to say other than to just show you them. So we've got a pair of new Z moves, and I'm actually going to play these at normal speed because they deserve it. First up, we've got Searing Sunrays Smash. Searing Sunrays Smash. Let's see what he does. Hey, Gigalith. Yup, bye, Gigalith. That boy gone. That boy gone. He's in Ultra Space. Well, now he's dead. Say goodbye. Look at this boy rolling at him. Oh my lord. He's dead. He is annihilated. He's gone. Also, he lived even though he has Sturdy. And that's part of these moves. Then we have Menacing Moonrays Maelstrom. And I really like the eye in here. That looks so awesome. I think this is the cooler of the two Z moves. Dude, Lunala finally has something on Solgaleo. This is a breakthrough. Lunala finally has something on Solgaleo. It's unbelievable. But either way, this starts about how you expected. See you, Mimikyu. Into the wormhole you go. Dawn Wings Necrozma flies in after him. And just absolutely annihilates any hope this man had of ever existing again. Look at this. Look at that. Absolutely destroyed. It dies even though it had Disguise ready. So, if you hadn't figured it out, one of the characteristics of these Z moves is that they ignore abilities. They have Mold Breaker built in. This is some next level power crap, dude. This is some next level power. Z moves were next level power. This is next level power. Having Mold Breaker built in is unbelievable. Like, they want us to care about Rotom more. I don't. And some people are not exactly too happy about this one because it is quite interesting. Basically, Rotom has this new thing called Roto Lotto, and it gives you O-Powers. I mean, let's not mince words. It gives you O-Powers. This one, I believe, gives you, I think he actually says it, so I shouldn't probably say anything until he says it. Roto Encounter is a power that helps you run into high-level wild Pokemon more often. This is pretty neat. Honestly, I'm okay with this. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but actually given some of these, I might. We'll see. Gonna make the game a heck of a lot easier. You guys don't understand how excited I am for Gen 8. As much as I love the gimmicks they've introduced in Sun and Moon, so many of them feel like legitimate gimmicks. They don't feel like new additions, they feel like gimmicks. And I'm really happy that we're gonna hit Gen 8 and they're hopefully all gonna be gone. I don't know, I think this is really cool stuff to have in one game, but like I'm not hyped for it. I feel like I'm not gonna use it because it feels cheap, it feels lame. I will use Roto Hatch. That will probably be the only one. Maybe I'll use Roto prize money just to get money. One of my TCG code cards just randomly fell from the shelf and it scared me. Anyway, I think these are pretty interesting. I didn't really... Nobody really cares about that stuff, though, because they care about this. Rotom has Z-Power too. What is that? What? Receive my Z-Powered friendship support. Rotom, okay, first of all, your mouth is really creeping me out because it looks 3D, even though it's on a screen. It looks really weird. And also, it just gives you another Z move. Like, did they perhaps get too many people saying that Sun and Moon were too hard? Because, personally, I think they were probably some of the hardest games in the series. I used the EXP share basically from the moment I got it, and look, no Pokemon game is hard. No Pokemon game is hard. But I'd say Sun and Moon were some of the hardest. I don't think they got to, like, Gen 4 levels. But I would say that Sun and Moon were some of the hardest games, and they're just, like, ruining that. Like, I mean... Obviously, you don't have to use it. You can just not use Z-moves, or you can only use one. But, it's just so strange that they're deciding, no, you can just use Rotom and get another one. The only saving grace is I'm pretty, like, I'm gonna say 95% sure this will not be allowed in online battles. I don't even know if it'll be allowed in the battle tree. Like, I think the battle tree will probably be fine, actually. But, I do not think this will be allowed online. Battle Spot, definitely not. I think that's just too broken. One Z-move is bad enough as it is. I think... Personally, out of all the gimmicks they've added over the years, I think Z-moves are probably the worst, even though they're a really interesting concept. I hope if they move Z-moves over, if they make a way for you to get all the Z-crystals in Gen 8, I hope they power them down. I hope they make them weaker, so that it actually feels like a choice, like maybe I shouldn't run a Z-move on this thing. But either way, it's just really interesting. I'm pretty sure... I think it's the same as, like, Pokemon and me friendshipping your Pokemon, you know? Like... They can live on 1 HP if you're fighting a random trainer because they don't, like a random CPU trainer because they don't care. But like in actual battles, it's not gonna happen. And I think that's what they're gonna do with this, which is, it's fine. I'm not gonna use it. I don't think. I mean, maybe if I'm in a series, if I'm just getting bored, or if I'm lazy, then I'll do it. But either way, that is it for the last trailer, you guys. That was a lot of news to go over. In the future, what I plan to do is another one of these, except I'm gonna do it in a much better way. I'm going to go ahead and just watch them live with you, and we will experience it together, and then I will go back and go over everything like I planned to with the news videos before. That's what I planned to do, but since I had so many to talk about today, I figured we would just do it this nice casual way. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're excited for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because I could not be more hyped anymore. I mean, I had my doubts about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon at first because Gen 7 didn't really blow me away, but this is blowing me away. I guarantee you I will love these games. I mean, I can't say that they're going to become my favorite gen or anything. You know, I'll make a very, very safe bet for you. I guarantee you I will love these games more than Sun and Moon. Either way, this has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.